Oh man, what a way to go. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for another top 10 unique horror movie kills. For this list, we're ranking all of the murders in our favorite horror movies that stood outside the norm. If you don't see a kill you think should be on the list, be sure to check out our original video on top 10 unique horror movie kills. Please be advised, this video contains mature content. We're not joking, it gets pretty gnarly. Number 10. Man-eating pigs. Hannibal. Revenge is a very powerful motive, especially when the man you're seeking revenge on coaxed you into peeling your own face off and paralyzing yourself.
I guess you wish now you'd fed the rest of me to the dogs.
Mason Verger is no saint himself. He's a sadistic child molester after all. So it's tough to know whose side you're on at this point.
How was that? Cut out quickly!
As a way to retaliate against Dr. Hannibal Lecter, Verger breeds a drift of pigs and trains them to acquire a taste for human flesh, keeping them ready for the day he and Lecter meet again.
Hey, Cordell! Why didn't you push him in? You can always say it was me.
However, before Verger is able to act out his vicious plot, Lecter convinces the wheelchair-bound villain's personal doctor to end it all by throwing his master into the pen of his own man-eating pets. Number 9. Puppet Master. A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Dream Warriors. Freddy Krueger has proven time and time again that not even in your dreams are you safe from his hellish carnage. This unsuspecting victim is turned into the villain's own personal puppet by way of incisions on each arm and leg, his entrails acting as the strings. This particular nightmare transcends into reality as Philip sleepwalks his way to the top of a tower. His friends all watch in horror as he desperately tries to break free of his hold, but Freddy soon cuts his strings loose and sadistically watches as Philip falls to his death. Number 8. Spider Eggs. The Mist.
Hurry it up, I hear something.
What's the only thing worse than spiders? Mutant spiders.
Something fucking weird.
The inhabitants of a small town are suddenly plagued by a mysterious mist that's brought some of the most terrifying creatures imaginable to their area.
Oh God. Oh God.
After being trapped in a grocery store, the group tries to raid a nearby pharmacy for medical supplies, but in their travels, encounter a man strung up in webbing and presumably dead.
Guys, let's get out of here now.
The horror of the situation has yet to reveal itself though, as he's revealed to be alive, and a whole host of these mutant insects burst through his face and stomach, before he lets out his final words.
I can feel them!
Yeah, we're officially done with spiders too. Number 7. Death by Sleeping Bag. Friday the 13th, Part 7. The New Blood.
Okay, you big hunk of a man, come and get me!
We've got to hand it to Mr. Voorhees. He's always very efficient with his kills. After being freed from underwater prison, Jason begins his killing spree anew. He makes his way to a nearby abandoned campsite, encountering a female victim who has attempted to hide from this masked man in her sleeping bag. It's almost too easy. Jason does away with his signature machete for this kill, dragging the sleeping bag to the nearest tree and giving her one fatal swing. Number 6. Ripped Head. Dead Snow. Just when you think the undead couldn't get any worse, you encounter a zombified Nazi battalion. A log cabin soon becomes this unsuspecting group's Scandinavian prison when the soldiers attempt to force their way in. Hoping to barricade their passage, one member approaches the window only to be surprise attacked. Grabbing hold of his face, the zombie effectively rips his whole head in two, letting his brains fall to the floor. One thing we've learned from this zombie horror flick is that when it comes to killing Nazi zombies, when in doubt, find a guy with a skidoo.
I saw his curiosity on the beach.
Number 5. Chainsaw Accident. Dawn of the Dead.
I'll take the gun. Okay.
To survive a zombie apocalypse, there is no room for accidents like this.
Hold on!
This band of survivors successfully weaponizes a bus to aid them in their travels while fending off their flesh-eating enemies.
Oh, Christ!
Among their arsenal of arms is a chainsaw, a short-distance weapon that allows them to cut through zombies at close range.
Try to turn us over! Hit him with the saw!
The team on board clearly never attended any weapon safety classes though, as with one swift turn of the bus, an untrained member stumbles and slashes directly through a female survivor. My bad ain't gonna cover this one. Number 4. Father Knows Best. City of the Living Dead, aka the Gates of Hell.
Come on, smoke a little joint with me.
If your father won't protect you during a zombie apocalypse, who will? Bob is a solitary ne'er-do-well. When Mr. Ross walks in on him about to smoke up with his daughter, he overreacts to the max and wrestles him to a nearby tool table.
What are you trying to do with my daughter?
Ignoring the daughter's cries to let him go, this overprotective dad edges Bob's head over to a mechanical drill, pinning him down until the metal tool pierces his skull and goes right through his brain. That's one way to let the boys know your daughter is off the market. Number 3. Death by Miss Leech. Puppet Master.
Untie me, Chris. Come on. Untie me. Come on.
This franchise is no stranger to creepy-ass dolls, but we'd have to say, this scene from the first film takes the cake.
Shh. Quiet, Frank.
Frank is tied to a bedpost and blindfolded, expecting sexy time with his lady friend. But what he gets is a visit from a demonic doll.
You little minx. You know you really had me going there.
With Frank still believing he's on the receiving end of a very sensual rubdown, Miss Leech slowly begins to regurgitate live leeches onto Frank's body.
Carissa, stop that! Carissa! You're hurting me!
He discovers what is actually happening to him far too late, and he's forced to watch as the bloodsuckers draw the life out of him.
Oh no! Please no!
Number 2. Down the Drain. The Final Destination.
You have 3 messages marked urgent.
Have you ever realized something just wasn't worth it after it was too late? No? Just this guy?
Oh shit! Score!
Death finds this not-so-lucky individual after a series of unfortunate events. You know, kid squirts phone with water gun, bully takes water gun and throws it away, accidentally turning on the pool drain in the process. Stray golf ball sends bully's lucky coin into the bottom of the pool. Bully dives in to retrieve it, unaware the pool is draining. Bully gets stuck in the vacuum, pressure begins to rise, and his insides get sucked right through the pipe. Well, at least his coin was okay. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Runaway Cable, Ghost Ship. There very well may have been no better way to open this movie, because a largely unremarkable horror flick became somehow unforgettable. It begins as an enjoyable nighttime cruise experience for a group of wealthy travelers, enjoying a night of dancing under the stars. But the revelry turns to butchery in a matter of seconds, when a mysterious figure flips a switch, causing a cable to slice through almost every passenger on board and leaving them all in shock, disarray, and cut in two. The eerie silence is only broken by the surviving girl's scream. So, do you agree with our list?
Jesus Christ, oh God.
What horror movie kill shocked you the most? For more awesome top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.